Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a little bit of a different type of video. So whenever I get into a new hobby, whether it be Blu-rays, manga, and now statues, I always try to find a way for the hobby to sustain itself. So for Blu-rays, I've always been buying and selling Blu-rays. I flip them, I know what sells. So I've been pretty successful in having my sales basically pay for my own collection. With manga, a little bit more difficult because I'm kind of newer to manga, so I'm not exactly sure what will sell or what won't, but I have been having success with the Target buy two get one free deals. So whenever they do have those sales, I usually buy box sets and then I resell them at retail price. I don't go to scalper prices and price them for ridiculous prices, and that does help me basically pay a little bit of my manga collecting. But now with statues, every time I get into something new, it always gets a little bit more and more difficult. And statues being high ticket items, there's not really a good way for it to sustain itself. So what I'm doing for now is just buying awesome pieces that I would love to have in my collection, at least displayed for a little bit. And when I find a newer item that can replace that, that I think is a better piece, then I will go ahead and sell my old piece for the new one. So that's what I'm doing right now. And these two products right here, I'm gonna unbox two of them for you guys because these have already sold before I even get to show them in my collection. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to have them displayed on my collection at all, really. But that's okay because one of them is a DBZ statue, and I don't want to build a huge Dragon Ball Z collection, so I don't mind getting rid of this one. And the other one is a Naruto, which I quickly found a replacement for it. So I had bought this one a while ago, and then a few months later, a new Naruto went on pre-order, and I like that one more. So again, I don't mind getting rid of this one. So today I'm just gonna do a bit of a QC inspection before the buyer comes to pick them up. I think he's coming for them this coming weekend. So it's gonna be a quick video. I'm just gonna unbox them really quickly, assemble them, make sure none of the pieces are broken. And at the end, I might talk a little bit about them and basically discuss if I regret selling them. But all right, let's go ahead and get into it.
Musicality.
You are a fool to challenge a god! Damn, say it!
Alright, so first broken piece here is this little piece of Goku Black's hair. It was sitting upside down in the packaging, and I think during transit that's probably what caused this to break. But it's a really tiny piece and it's really easy to glue back on. I won't glue it on just because I'll inform the buyer and I'll let him decide if he wants me to glue it on or if he wants to go ahead and glue it on when he gets it. But either way, this is the normal base version of his face. I would personally display it with that face over there. And also, you can barely tell, even if you don't glue the piece back on, because it's a really tiny piece that's kind of hidden back there. So on display, you won't even be able to tell. You can even paint that piece black if you wanted to, and nobody would notice that it's broken. But let's continue. Alright, so here's the first statue. This is Goku Black, and oh my god, guys, this thing is beautiful. Like, just putting it together, figuring out where every piece goes was just amazing. Like, there was these three hands down here. I was like, wow, this has a lot of hand switch outs, but no. Those are hands coming out of the floor, and I think it represents the hands of each of the characters here on the base. So on one side, we got Goku, Then we got Vegeta, and they're all wrapped around in chains, which the chains, I'm not too sure if I put them on correctly, but I think it looks good. And then on the back there, we got Trunks. So really awesome statue. And then you also get like a little mini bust that you can use to hold your head replacement. And man, that thing alone would look nice on like a manga shelf or something. So overall, I would say yes, I do regret selling this. This would have looked awesome in my collection, but it will look awesome in someone else's collection. So yeah, overall, all the pieces were fine except for that hair piece that we saw on Goku Black's hair. And then these pieces right here, I don't know where they go, but I'm not gonna try and figure it out right now because I'm kind of in a hurry to record these videos. So yeah, those were the only 3 pieces that I didn't try to figure out where they go, but just, you don't even need them. This alone here looks amazing. So yeah, let's continue with Naruto. Alright, so there is Naruto. Not gonna lie, I was a little bit worried at first because that middle portion, it looks like it went through inspection when it was going through customs. And they took all of the protective paper that prevents pieces from scratching off, and it looked like there was some heads missing, but thankfully they were all on the top layer. So you do have all the pieces here. Thank God. I was already about to contact my buyer and tell him that I won't be able to sell him this piece. But thankfully I don't have to go through reaching out to my seller and all that mess. It did come complete. Although I will point out a few things. So on the back here, let me take my phone off of here. Minato does have a few scratches because of customs removing the paper that protects from scratches. So there's some scratches there. That's really the only place that I noticed scratches is on Minato's cape. I didn't notice anything on Naruto, which was also in that same layer. Oh, actually, I do lie. There is a little bit of scratches on the back. You guys can see it there. But that is, well, not this. This is actually styrofoam. But that little tip right there, to me, looks like a scratch. So that is really hidden. You're not going to see that when the statue is on display. So those are the only 2 things that I noticed. Otherwise, the statue came in perfect conditions and it looks awesome. Again, I would have liked to display this for a bit in my collection, but I actually just got the Naruto that will be replacing this one. It doesn't feature 3 characters like this one does. It's just Naruto, but it does feature all the different forms of Naruto, which is really cool. And I do prefer having that one over this one. But man, this one is beautiful still. So yeah, overall, I'd say I regret more selling my Goku Black just because I don't have that character. I do have a Naruto. I won't have any more Goku Black, but again, I'm just trying to get rid of DBZ. So both pieces came fine. So I'll let the buyers know, and these should be out of my collection in a few days. So yeah, QC inspection is complete. Everything is fine. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.